favourite Christmas movies.
Oh, it's kind of like what's in your...
All the Christmas movies.
It's kind of like what's in your bag, Santa.
Is it a special? Is it
special?
short? Is it long? Is it red? Is it green?
Or is it time for Movie Squad?
Movie Squad!
I hope you like that little innuendo about Christmas. But hey, you know, we like to thank y'all, lovely Sinead, for coming in on this Christmas special.
It's very cold outside, and I'm not very happy.
Yeah, exactly, right? Off Christmas shopping. I'm Chiefs and everything, always here. But sometimes we're joined by the lovely Faye.
Hola, I'm back again.
He's back again. Back by popular demand.
Better and better than ever. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. And then, as usual, we have our man Andrew, the only one with a Christmas jumper. He's the only one who read the whatever file that goes out. And say.
Normally I'm anyway.
Yeah, you are pretty much. You write it and read it, but that's okay. As we see on the board here, I don't know if you can see it, but this is our favorite Christmas movies.
Hooray!
Ooh.
You know, and we're gonna actually see a true difference in ages because we tried to discuss beforehand what some of our favorite movies are and everything. So obviously, I'm gonna take us back into time, kind of like Marty McFly and everything. But instead of like going down a whole list, can you pick like what is your absolute favorite and why, Sinead?
My absolute favourite. I mean, my absolute favourite has to be my most recent watch, to be honest.
No Way Home?
Yeah, my favourite Christmas movie is No Way But unfortunately, Chase, we've already discussed it. So
yeah, exactly.
No, my favourite, or one of my favourites now, is Netflix's Klaus, which came out a couple of years ago, didn't it?
Yes.
Was it 2019? I've only just got around this Christmas to watching it. But like, oh, how beautiful. It's an animation.
Right.
And is it all hand drawn as well?
2D and
2D
3D
and
combined.
3D. Oh, it's
But you
beautiful.
said it's about like Krampus, isn't it?
No, it's
I thought you said it was about Krampus.
Krampus is something else,
Krampus
man.
I know it
even in
is, but
this
that's what I
film.
thought you said.
Klaus is like the Emperor's New Groove, but Christmas
Ooh.
Yes.
is basically the best way I can describe it.
Emperor's New Groove of Christmas.
So it's about a lazy rich boy postman's son called Jesper. And his dad's like, I'm cutting you off, son. And he's like, what? Why?
Oh.
And he's like, you don't do anything, lad. So he sends him to this island where everyone's kind of like warring with each other. So nobody obviously wants to send anybody letters.
Yeah.
So he's like, how am I supposed to make a living here? And he goes to the schoolhouse, and the schoolhouse is a fish shop. And the teacher's like, nobody wants to learn. It's a horrible place.
As he's chopping up
As
fish
she's
heads.
chopping up the fish.
She's just really angry.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly. This is what I do with kids who don't
and
learn.
and you know, he gets into all kinds of antics, and then a little boy throws his drawing out the window, and he's like, "Oh, I'll post it back to you if you spend a penny on the postage." And he's like, "What's postage?" And he's like, oh,
What's a
"These people." But he stumbles into the forest where he meets this kind of friendly giant character, and he's like, "Oh!" Initially, he's very frightened, and you know, the friendly giant turns. He drops the drawing trying to get away, and the giant's like, "Oh, there's a child," because the drawing is of the kid in like a prison. It's his house, but it's like prison.
You know how most teenagers feel. My house is like a prison.
Yeah. So he's like, I must help this small child. So he makes a little toy, and he takes the postman to the boy's house and gives him the toy. And the boy is he's overjoyed, but he thinks it's because he sent a letter or his drawing to Claus. Well, his name's Mr. Claus in this. And so all the children in the village are like, "Oh, hey, dude, if we send our letters to this dude, will he give us all toys?" And he's like, "Yeah." No, he's like, "Yeah.
Sure,
just give me that
go on."
postage, man. Just give me the postage." And I'll get you your toys, yeah. And it's basically kind of like a little weird spin on how, you know, writing your letters to Santa and how that all kind of got started. It's just a very wholesome film, and I like it.
And this is on Netflix.
And it's on Netflix for free. Well, not for $9.99 a month.
Behind a paywall.
Yeah, behind the paywall. Yeah, exactly.
But it's a very cute film.
No, well, listen, I never heard of this film, and you probably won't hear many of my renditions, but sounds an interesting one to check out.
Yeah,
and
it's a
everything.
beautiful film.
What about you, Andrew? What's your go-to Christmas movie?
Well, I've always got a big selection of different Christmas movies that I go for. Some of the ones that I do tend to kind of prefer are ones that you can kind of blend with other holidays, so things like Nightmare Before Christmas and like Rise of the Guardians and stuff like that.
Oh.
But I think between two that I can think of that I absolutely adored the first time I saw them were Arthur Christmas and Elf. I feel like
Arthur Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, he
that-
picked from your list.
Bill,
He wasn't even
Your
in
Christmas
the room.
list.
I can't believe that.
It's been swindled.
I'll talk about Elf, don't worry.
It's okay.
Elf is one of those movies that I do remember going to see on the cinema because I think it was 2003 it came out.
Damn.
That is so long ago.
I was 4.
I was
Wow.
3.
I was here, but I mean, like, what's that line he says? That funny line in the trailer. He says,
That narrows it down.
"What?
That narrows it down.
Oh, come on! It's a big line from Elf."
What is it? Santa. I know him. That
I
one.
know him.
I know him.
That's it.
Santa's coming to town.
Oh my God, Santa!
Oh my God! I know him. I love that. And stuff. So that's your go-to movie then, and everything. What about you, Dan? Are you gonna go back for Arthur? Or are you gonna pick something else?
No, I've got a better one. 110% has to be the Muppets Christmas Carol. For
Yes!
obvious reasons.
The
That
classics.
that is just the best adaptation of
I
the Christmas
am Michael
Carol.
Caine.
Period. Oh, the songs, everything.
It's just like one of those really classics because it's kind of like when the Muppets, I wouldn't call it like theater, but it's like the cast of characters playing other parts
Yeah.
and everything into a movie. They do it often, but this one was like one of the best times they've done it.
Yes.
And everything because it's like they stuck to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Kermit was Kermit or anything else like that. But it definitely was biggened by Michael Caine as Scrooge.
Yeah, well, it was cool because like they found a way to keep it like Michael Caine's character Scrooge being really serious, and then all the other characters just being like, "Yo," like kind of over the top and stuff. So it works so well combined in that.
Didn't they have like that Ratso character? Or something?
Ratso, oh, what's his name?
Rizzo.
Rizzo?
There we go. Yeah, Rizzo and
Right, man.
Gonzo. On it with your
Not
Muppet
Gonzo,
trivia.
but Rizzo, but he was the one, little rat character. So.
I like how it blurs everything together from the story because like the way that you have like the Marley's dead and it turns out it's the two old guys.
Yeah, the two angry critic guys.
Stanley and Waldorf, yeah. And stuff. So instead of Marley, it's 2 guys that are dead. Yeah, instead of one ghost, you're haunted
Jacob
by 2.
and Marley.
I
Yeah.
do.
Ooh.
Go on, Sinead.
Go off, girl.
Oh, is that what they did? I don't remember.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably,
Marley and
yeah.
Marley.
Yeah.
And stuff. That's a great pull from your Christmas stocking. I'm gonna pull one that I was actually shocked because I asked him off camera and everything because we all know I'm an American. How many times I gotta say it? But
What? You're American?
Oh my
that's
God,
right.
what?
Never.
I know.
No idea.
Oh man.
What?
What?
Yeah. Anyway, I cannot believe that you youngins have not seen A Charlie Brown Christmas. Andrew, please tell me you have seen this.
I've seen bits of it, but Charlie Brown's not really that big over here.
It
It's just
doesn't
not.
matter. It's been around since '65, and it's a seasonal cartoon. It's only a cartoon, like 20 minutes or half an hour. But I mean, it's just amazing. I had just rewatched it over the weekend, showing some friends who never seen it before, and they were just like blown away. Not just by the animation, but also by the story and stuff. But it was a tradition with me and my son is that we would, do a Christmas Eve tradition on watching that movie. It's
Yeah.
like, and everything. And he was on Insta the other day going, "Where's my Charlie Brown Christmas?"
Oh,
Aw.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a feel good movie. And what's great about it is that when movies are made long ago in another time period where you got all of this marketing and propaganda now that you would be amazed that like it doesn't do any topical stuff, so the characters aren't talking about like Legos or
like wanting a toy or something, or
Yeah.
yeah, something that's topical that is only for that time period.
Yeah.
So it transcends into the next time period and the next and stuff. And I mean, that's really difficult as writers. It's really difficult to do that kind of stuff. And this does that. And so it's just a feel-good movie about this lonely kid, who feels he's not liked by anybody, but he's like the center of the universe.
Is Charlie Brown me?
Charlie Brown is me.
Is everyone?
Good grief, man. No, you're probably the little redhead girl.
I am the little redhead girl.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah, it's the one he likes.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's
See,
like,
there
oh
you
my
go.
God. And you never see her face.
You never see her face. No,
Mad.
exactly.
But you know she has red hair.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Hence the little redhead girl. I wonder if she has a name, poor thing.
I know, right? I know, right? I mean, all of them have names and stuff and everything. And then it also got the tunes that are very iconic and everything.
And
like they play the
Snoopy.
same dance music. You know, throughout the- all right, don't get demonetized.
Oh.
But yeah, so anyway, so that's my go-to. I have to do that every Christmas. So, you know, that's great. So, I mean, like, we also were going to talk about, you know, kind of like our like top 3 recommends, right?
Yes.
You know, so like, you know, like I know you guys have been thinking about it. You know, I know you got something more than Arthur Christmas on you there, Faye. But like,
Whoa. I mean,
what's your suggestion? Top 3
Well,
recommends.
the
for
top
people?
one is All for Christmas, just to spite you. And then, obviously, second's going to be Polar Express because that hot chocolate song.
that
just-
boy.
That
that
song,
Mimi boy.
that whole film is just really special to me. And also, third one. I just want to say Love Actually.
Oh
Love
my God. That
Actually.
is,
Oh my God.
that should be on my list. That is so fantastic.
It wasn't on your
Now,
list.
no, well, no,
Not on
it's
your
going to
Christ-
be on my
you're
list
going to
now
the naughty
because I'm
list
going to
now,
go home and
Chase.
watch that and stuff like that. I love that movie. I freaking love that movie. What do you like about it? What relationship do you like in that movie?
I like the ending scene.
Of
where-
course, but come on, pick a relationship.
No, I can't remember the names. What's
No,
the...
no, but I mean, you know, like, well, you say, oh, it could be the Prime Minister, Hugh Grant, you know,
Ooh,
and
no,
like
it's
when
the-
what's her name, Martine McCutcheon or something like that, or and stuff. But you know, like that relationship was really nice. Or the guy from Walking Dead who's doing the cars because he's in love with his best friend's girl. Oh, I'm in love with Jesse's girl, and his best friend is Chiwetel Ejiofor, and he's gotta just send the cars. You know, and everything, because I know I can't love you. But I'm just saying, you know,
That's
I
kinda
love
sad.
you. My God damn it, I love that movie. Anyway, you?
Sweet.
No, I mean, in
well-
Love Actually. Come on, I'm sticking
well,
with this
in a-
movie for a second.
In like a just to go off topic slightly.
What, you don't know Love Actually? Are you serious?
I've never watched it.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa! Whoa!
Faye, you have a mission.
Dun 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 dun
Next
dun
time.
dun dun.
No, I'm
I am
serious.
making you watch that film.
I'm
Okay.
serious. You guys are gonna go and watch that movie, and you're gonna have to tell me. Oh my God,
About
Chase, you were so
Christmas.
freaking right.
Okay.
All right,
And it's a Christmas movie.
all right.
Yeah.
Andrew, did you see it?
Which Love Actually.
Yeah.
It's on every year.
What?
Yeah, it's on every year.
Every
How have
year.
you never seen it? It's on every year.
I don't know. I was very anti rom-com for a while.
Oh, to
In my,
be fair.
my dark
I'm not
teenage
like
years.
other girls.
No one loves me. I hate the world.
Yeah, but that's why love stories are great, because when you're not in love, you could always go like, you know, kind of like when Harry met Sally, and you know Meg Ryan and her mate, I think it was Rosie O'Donnell, were crying over the movies that they were watching and stuff because nobody loves me.
Yes,
yeah.
pretty much.
That's what people really do. Anyway, go ahead with your top 3.
Well, on a slightly skew-if note,
Skew-if?
Disney skew-if. That's an
Skew-if?
English
Disney.
word.
It is.
Disney Plus have announced to the world that on Christmas Eve they're releasing Encanto to stream it, even though it's just come out, which is very nice of them. But I bet you're not happy, are you? Because you went and watched it. That's what you get for going without me. How dare you?
Oh, it sounds like an attack.
Whoa! I'm in trouble.
You're off my Christmas list.
Encanto.
Anyway, yeah, Encanto's coming out. That'll be a nice one for me and my brother.
It's
Yeah.
a Christmas
When it
movie,
comes
isn't it?
It's not a Christmas movie.
It's
but
not a
coming out
Christmas
at
movie, but it
But
came out on
Disney's
Christmas.
releasing it on
Um,
Christmas.
Yes.
I'd say for me, Christmas movies. I like The Holiday with Cameron Diaz. That's quite cute. I don't know if it's necessarily Christmas,
It is.
but well, yeah. But
Yeah, but
you
is
know.
it a family holiday Christmas or?
No, it's the one where they swap houses over Christmas break,
I didn't see it.
and she falls in love with her brother. Well,
She falls in love with her brother?
no, I said that wrong. She falls in love with the woman's house that she's in. Her brother the woman whose house it belongs to comes to visit. She falls for him.
It's kind of like
whoa.
It's kind of like that Sandra Bullock movie While We Were Sleeping, where the brother goes into a coma and they think that she's the girlfriend and everything, and the family loves her and she loves them, and then the brother wakes up.
Who's that?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Oh wow.
While you were sleeping. Anyway, go ahead.
And then
I'm surprised you haven't actually seen it though, Chase, because there's a big part of it that's all centered around film.
No, I haven't actually. I mean,
it's America versus UK.
Okay, no,
As
I
well.
didn't.
So
I guess it's another one for my list.
So the idea of it is we've got Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet.
All right.
And they both bored of their own lives, so they decide want to go away for a holiday over Christmas.
Oh, and they go
So they get
swap
in touch with each
houses.
So they do a house
And they
swap. And it's very cool.
All right.
And it's very
Doesn't
nice.
sound like my kind of rom-com, but I guess it's
Jude Law
got...
and Jack Black are in it.
Ooh.
Jack Black is
Jack Black.
Jack
Jack
Black
Black.
is great.
Whose choice
Oh.
is he?
And then I think I like the second Time Alone more than the first one.
Love the second Home Alone. Lost
the
in
New York. Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
I love it.
Yes.
And like Donald Trump's in it, which is so memeable.
Okay.
Like, so memeable. But yeah, I just love
Love that.
I love New York at Christmas. Like
I
that
love
whole
New
kind of
York at
setting.
Christmas. I gotta tell you.
Like so, yeah, I'd say Second Time Alone.
I gotta tell you, if the movies do not lie, New York is excellent at Christmas time. You know, Rockefeller Center, the Central Park, with the horse
and the
and
ice
carriages.
skating and stuff.
I don't ice skate, but it's still beautiful
It's
thing
there.
to see.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, your last one. Was that?
Oh, I'll get 3. Oh no.
That's what I said. Three.
Last one.
Oh no. Meh, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No.
As you could tell, you're not going to take
Does
any
that
recommendations
count?
from
That
Sinead.
technically
She
doesn't
doesn't
count.
watch movies, and the movies she selects are kind of like
right.
eh.
I'm probably gonna say like I know there's so many versions of Christmas Carol, but one I always remember watching was
Please tell me the original.
the Disney one.
Oh, the
With
one,
Scrooge
the
McDuck.
CGI.
Jim Carrey.
Oh,
no, the
wait.
Scrooge McDuck, the anime, like the
Oh,
2D
no, I
animated
know
one.
which one, the old one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, because I feel like it was so creepy for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
well,
remember
should
watching
be
it as
creepy.
I remember watching it as a kid, and I was just like, that's the one I grew up on. So
Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed that one.
I grew up on the Alistair Sim one because my mother loved that movie and forced us to watch it every year and stuff and everything. But it was like, yeah, big up my mom. Andrew, top 3.
Well, I think there's a bit of a variety of ones that I want to pick. I've got to stick with things like The Grinch. And
Which
Wow.
version?
Which one?
It's between either the cartoon or the
No,
Jim
it's
Carrey
not
one.
between. It is cartoon. I mean, Jim Carrey is a fantastic comedic actor.
Yeah.
But come
And
on,
he's
he's still
Dr.
Jim
Eggman.
Carrey. He's not the
I
Grinch.
love that. I love the live action version of The Grinch. I don't care what anyone says. That film slaps. I love that film.
'Cause I like how it sort of builds on what we already sort of know about the story, and it sort of does take it in a direction. You sort of think, okay, I can kind of understand why they approached it that way. It's better than the Illumination one.
Yeah, but it's like
Benedict Cumberbatch.
when his heart grows big, though, it's not the same as the cartoon and stuff. So it's like, oh.
I'm speaking in rhyme.
See, that's Jim
That's
Carrey.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'd also recommend watching Krampus.
Why?
I think it's
It's a horror movie, isn't it?
Yeah, because
Basic Christmas.
it's something else that you might not get to see because we don't get a lot of variety when it comes to Christmas movies because they're always the exact
You don't
same
get a lot of
things.
classics either.
So having things that are maybe more horror or more action-backed, like Die Hard, and I'm not going to say that on here because I know it'll start a fight.
Yes. We'll do
But
that last.
it does add
Lethal
a lot of
Weapon.
variety, and
We'll
you
do it
do
last.
get a little bit of mixture of anything that you want to see for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Krampus.
And
Wow.
My last recommendation is probably something that I know 2 of you probably haven't seen: the Muppets Christmas Special.
Ooh.
It's nothing to do with Christmas Carol. I think it was just a special that was on TV, and I believe it is available on YouTube. It's 40 minutes long, and it's all about the Muppets getting together for Christmas. And it's a big Jim Henson crossover. We've got all the Fraggle Rock appear,
Ooh.
and Sesame Street,
Oh.
and Jim Henson himself.
Ah.
Oh.
Now that is a recommendation. Nice one, Andrew.
That is a cast.
The
Oh.
Muppet. Say it again.
Muppet Christmas Special.
The Muppet Christmas Special available on YouTube and everything. What year is it? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been like early 90s, like
It
80s.
has to be if it's Fraggle Rock and stuff like that. You know. No, that sounds amazing. So, my 3 recommends have to be 3 classics, so I'm going to go with the oldies. So stay awake, kiddies. First one is going to be, obviously, It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart, nobody beats this man. He's a fantastic actor. But this movie, everybody remembers about the ending where the bell rings and Zuzu, goes, when the bell rings, an angel gets his wings and stuff like that. Everybody remembers that. But I guarantee you it's on all the time, no matter when, oh, wow, It's Wonderful Life is on. You'll sit down and you'll get engrossed and you'll watch it because you know what's coming. And it's kind of like the way I feel about No Way Home now. I think that you'll just get engrossed into this. The character study of everybody in this film is just like phenomenal, how everybody's so well developed. And when they talk about 3-dimensional characters, this is it. Everybody has a life in the past and in the present and then, well, I would say the future, but it's still at the final where we come back to the future and stuff like that. So to me, it's about the common man being important. If you ever felt like you didn't matter to your friends or people around you, this is a movie to remind you that everyone matters. You touch everybody like a touchstone, right? And everything, you affect everybody around you. And that's what this movie is about. The second one is Miracle on 34th Street. I'm talking about the original with Natalie Wood and
Matilda.
No, Natalie Wood. Not Matilda. And everything. John Payne and I just watched it. The actress who played the mom and stuff. And it's about Santa Claus taking a holiday, and joining the Thanksgiving Day parade as Santa. And then they hire him because he's all about goodwill and everything. So he convinces the stores to tell their customers to go to other stores. And the stores, their real stores, Macy's and Gimbel's and stuff like that. And they're like, this is a great marketing scheme and stuff like that, but he's doing it just because it's the right thing to do. And then obviously, someone wants to expose him and he goes on trial. And the guy has to prove that he's Santa Claus. And it's like, how do I do it and stuff. And it's just fantastic. I love courtroom dramas. It turns into a courtroom drama. And kind of reminds me of Oh God, if you ever seen that one.
Yeah.
Have you? No.
No, sorry.
George Burns.
Oh, God.
My God, you haven't seen Oh God. Anyway, this is classic, so I won't ruin it. But it's amazing. But when they do remakes, and this is why I often say I hate remakes, is that the remakes always lose a bit of the heart as they peel back the layers of the story.
Yeah.
They always add modern extravagances on top of it, and they always do that kind of thing. And black and white, it's crisp. There's something to it that is just magical. So that's a fantastic recommendation. Now, as far as 3 is concerned, I'm kind of torn because first of all, I would have probably have said Love Actually as my 3rd, and I don't know why it wasn't in my brain's house. But I'm gonna probably just go back to what I said initially with Charlie Brown Christmas. Then, because it's Christmas time, and if you're just sitting at home wondering what to watch, and there's nothing on telly here, it's like, this is what you do. I'm going home to watch Love Actually, I tell you that much. But those are my recommendations. So, those were some pretty good recommendations, all very different from everyone and stuff. So, I just think before we go out, because Blake wanted this to be a short one, but before we go out, we should talk about why movies are not Christmas movies. Because this argument is a very common argument. I'm just saying, it's a very common argument. And just because a movie is set at Christmas time doesn't make it a Christmas movie. So, the big debate is over Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Are they Christmas movies?
Yes.
If it's set in Christmas or around Christmas, it's a Christmas film.
If it's made by Shane Black, it's probably at Christmas.
It's a Christmas film.
It's only because he loves Christmas and snow.
Yes.
No, because first of all, what you guys don't understand is you don't have Thanksgiving here, which is the end of November and everything. So you get a lot of movies that are kind of like Thanksgiving to Christmas. So they cover
Festive
that period.
Yeah.
So let's say you take a movie like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. You ever seen that one?
Nope.
John Candy and Steve Martin?
Nope.
No, I've never heard that one. Sorry.
So have you not seen Trains, Planes, and Automobiles?
No.
Even our new director has. Listen, we're gonna make you a freaking list. You got to watch. Faye, put this on your list. This is a fantastic movie. So I'm going out on this. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. John Candy and Steve Martin. Steve Martin is trying to get home for Thanksgiving and everything. traffic is all blocked up. The snow is on the runway and stuff, and he can't get back to where he's got to get to because he was in New York and he got to get to someplace. And
he has to use a train, plane, and automobile to get back.
Exactly.
Oh.
So he meets John Candy, you know, who kind of like gloms onto him, and he's like a big guy with a big case. And I don't know, the setup actually makes no sense, but it's like he's stuck with this guy.
Okay, I feel like I've seen clips of this. It's
You
it's
had to
coming
see
to,
it.
I have seen clips
There
of
was
this.
like there
It's
was
coming
the bit
together.
when they're driving in the car.
Yeah.
and they're driving between the two cars.
I have defo seen clips of this.
Oh,
I've
my
never
God.
seen the film, but I do know what you're talking about.
Listen.
I have no idea.
When we
Watched
come
it.
back next year, I am going to grill these two, and they are going to tell us the movies that they watched over Christmas, which will be these, right, and everything. And no, seriously, listen. You think I'm like telling you something that you shouldn't watch? I'm giving you a high recommendation and stuff. It's John Hughes. It's such a good feel movie, you know. Like when he finally makes it home, it takes him forever. You know what I mean?
Aw, spoilers.
Damn.
I didn't say how he made it home, but he it's only made like 30 years ago. Either way you look at it, it's Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, people. Maybe that'll be my like third recommend because she's got to watch it and stuff, you know. But yeah. So
I mean, there's so many.
so
more.
there are a lot of movies. What I was trying to say that are Thanksgiving movies or festive movies that are between that period of Thanksgiving and Christmas. So you're wondering how many days is this, man? You know, because you've heard of the song 12 Days of Christmas, and so you're kind of like thinking, how long is this? Because Christmas to us is usually Christmas Eve and Christmas, even though in Britain you have Boxing Day for some strange reason. But like,
Yeah, Thanksgiving for some strange reason.
hey,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We do all ours in one go.
hey.
And Arbor Day. What's that about? And President's
Don't
Day.
tree
What's
day.
that about?
We have presidents. Anyway, Andrew, your opinion on those Christmas movies, Die Hard and Lethal Weapon?
I personally think that yes, they are, because
They're
I think
action
they
films.
are
They
still
can be
quite
Christmassy
oriented
too.
around Christmas. I think they are still oriented around family.
That's like Invasion USA with Chuck Norris. It's a Christmas movie. The night the reindeer died. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
You're going to tell
That's
me
a
you haven't
Christmas
seen
film.
it, right?
I haven't seen
No.
that. Sorry.
These people should not be on this podcast. Where's that director guy? Invasion of USA. You seen it?
No.
All right. Anyway, it looks like it's time to go. I know you out there have seen these movies that I'm talking about. That's why you watch this show, because I'm giving you the stuff that takes your memory back in time and stuff like that, like Back to the Future and everything. But I hope you enjoy watching us talk about Christmas movies and watching these girls not watch anything
Sorry.
and everything. Why are they on this show? I have no clue whatsoever.
Because you needed a girl
Maybe.
for, you know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But then also, too, is we needed the girl to represent you, who are only learning. So when you come back and say, you know what, Chase, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
All right. How much you want to bet that you're going to come back and say that was a good movie? Love Actually and Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Automobiles.
Automobiles. I already know Faye's going to enjoy it. All right, how are you going to enjoy these two movies?
Yes.
You're just saying that. Come on, I wanted you to be real about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right,
I can't
whatever.
wait.
There we go.
So, you know, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Krampus, Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa.
And this was the Merry Squad.
The Merry Movie Squad.